If you're just running Google ads for your diesel shop in 2026, you are shooting yourself in the foot because nowadays the market has changed. Having spent all the money I have on ads for shops, I can tell you for certain that single channel acquisition focused businesses in this industry will not prosper in the long run. I want to break down exactly why that is in this video and how you could position your shop to be ahead of the curve to not only succeed but thrive versus all the other shops in your area that you're competing with. So let's break it down here as far as acquisition goes. On the left side here, this is the old way of acquiring customers. This is what everybody has been preaching for the longest time. Basically, run a single ad channel, get good at it, run your generic copy and paste ads. These might be Facebook instant lead forms. These might just be Google pay-per-click search ads right to a general homepage or contact page. A single channel approach that's very simple and cost effective to have done by an agency. Again, agencies will charge you, some of them on the low end, $500 to do this. On the higher end, let's say $1,000 a month to do this stuff. That is the old way of getting customers. And again, I want to make it known, when shops weren't running ads to compete with you and it wasn't as saturated of a marketplace, this stuff just cleaned up. The first place that was able to do this when no one else was, however, that no longer is the case. See, I fundamentally believe, and to be honest, have proven this through spending a crap ton of money on ads in the automotive industry, that this is the new way of acquiring customers. The way I look at it now, right, is that our biggest function to acquire a customer is not this instant pipeline. Our biggest function to acquire a customer is now time. Time is going to be the key to all of this. And how we basically convert customers over time is maximizing our exposure via Facebook ads, Google ads, content, TikTok ads, whatever the ad platforms you want to use for your particular shop. For example, we want to go ahead and combine all of those over time, maximize our impressions to convert somebody into a lead. How this actually ends up looking is a multi-channel approach. So we're running ads on more than one platform. We have conversion rate optimized landing pages. We have great ad tracking. Again, a lot of people even half-ass tracking on this, which is crazy because it's not that hard. But you need to have good ad tracking to get good data back into the system. And we need to have ad assets and actual pieces of creative and content for our funnel that really build our shop as the local authority. I always pitch the local authority building method. It's what we've built our entire business on building for other shops. And if you want to actually book a call and talk more about it with me, you can go ahead and click the link in the description. But if you do this correctly, it's going to set your shop apart from every other one in the area. Here's one of the biggest issues when it comes to single channel marketing, especially on Google ads, because I see a lot of people out there pitching, kind of selling the Kool-Aid to you of only running Google ads for your shop, only doing PPC. Here's the problem. If you're in an area where there's already an established player that's doing pay-per-click ads and they can outbid you every day of the week, you're going to be in for a sorry show because you're going to have to outspend them to beat them essentially on Google, or at least spend a lot per click and then just really recycle that money in until you can finally go ahead and beat them. You're going to be competing with them for those top couple spots. But if they already have a big leg up on you, there's a good chance they can always outbid you and outspend you, which isn't ideal. And especially if you don't have a conversion optimized landing page or anything, you're literally just competing one-to-one with them, right? But if you have good landing pages and stuff, and this is where the multi-channel comes in, you can actually offset some of that gap that they have there, some of that delta they have above you. You can offset some of that with good disruptive ads on Facebook in a multi-channel approach. Think about it. If one shop is only just funneling all their money to Google ads, right? Let's say that competitor's doing Google ads, maybe a couple Facebook ads. But you come to the market with Google ads, with a good landing page, and you also have Facebook ads running at the same time for your shop that are really good curated video ads that explain what makes your shop so great, levels with the customer, and lets them feel at home and lets them feel trustworthy when you're talking to the camera. Well, what that's going to do is those Facebook ads are likely going to have a cheaper CPM, which is the cost to reach 1,000 people. It will likely have a cheaper CPM to reach 1,000 people with the Facebook ads than the Google ads will. So you can spend money on Facebook there that is optimized for conversion still. We're not doing like stupid link click ads. You can run ads on Facebook optimized for leads and conversions, and then you're still going to have better CPMs than you will on Google, which means in a lot of the time you can actually basically build your market share on Facebook ads for those people, and then when they go ahead and search on Google when they actually need the thing done, not only will your name be somewhat relevant in their mind. There will be some level of brand awareness and recognition there, but over time you'll also end up getting more leads from this. Because in our testing, a lot of the times we found in this industry that people will go ahead and see your Facebook ad that are 40 plus, and then what they'll do is instead of clicking that ad, they will go ahead and Google your business and look at all the information out there online because they feel it's a bit more trustworthy or unbiased than what they're seeing on that ad. But the Facebook ad did two things. Number one, it got them to go ahead and Google us, and number two, once they do go ahead and Google you, if they were actually going to try and find a shop, now they already have seen that video content about your shop. They have some level of innate trust, or at least they're interested in working with you. So when they go to Google and other shops do show up, they're going to go check yours out because they have that brand recognition and they want to know more about you. I truly believe this is what every shop has to do to actually be successful moving into like 2027 and 2028. And I think we're actually ahead of the curve on this if you can start implementing this stuff for your shop now. Because at the end of the day, once enough shops are doing it, it's no longer that unique. But right now, too many shops are stuck in the lazy old ways of marketing to where they just do the same copy and paste stuff over and over again. But again, the old school, we are the premier diesel shop, Google headlines on ads going to a general page are no longer going to cut it, especially when somebody in the marketplace goes ahead and does all the stuff I just talked about, doing a full multi-channel strategy with the Facebook ads to help pad and stack the Google ads to make them even more effective. Once that happens, all the other ads just seem kind of in the marketplace, and that first person who does it can take off and run with it. And there's no reason that that person shouldn't be you. So I hope you found this video useful and insightful. If you had any questions about what I went over here and want me to explain anything more, just go ahead and leave a comment down below and I would be happy to do so. Otherwise though, I will see you all in the next one.